Hello, everybody out there on YouTube. We are the middle-aged guys, and we're bullshitting about nothing. I am the Reverend.
The theme here.
Grandma's one.
This video today is going to be about one of our favorite people in the game industry, Hideo Kojima. Earlier this week, actually on September 19th or September 18th, Hideo Kojima was at Tokyo Game Show, where he was showing off details. He was answering questions about Death Stranding, which weren't really details, but we'll get to that later. And in a Q&A session, somebody asked him, well, what do you think about Metal Gear Survive? His answers and his responses to that were pretty explicit, okay? Somebody out of the crowd asked him whether or not Metal Gear Survive was his idea. And he flatly responded, that's nothing to do with me. The Metal Gear games are all about political fiction and espionage, in which afterwards he continued, where do zombies fit in with that? When asked if what he would do if he was handling Metal Gear Survive, he said if he was making Metal Gear Survive, he'd probably put mechs in it. Hideo Kojima, being Hideo Kojima that we all know and love, I think he was pretty much echoing what a lot of people thought about that particular reveal, especially if you've seen the newest trailer that they showed at Tokyo Game Show. And I have thoughts on that too. But before we go there, gentlemen, floor is open. What are your thoughts on Hideo Kojima being honest about his response to Metal Gear Survive?
First of all, fuck Konami.
Obligatory? Okay.
And kudos to Kojima-san for saying all of that. I mean, he was basically saying what we all been saying. Where does zombies fit in the Metal Gear franchise?
Exactly.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, it's just really nonsensical. What about yourself, Grey Mouse?
This is the only Metal Gear that's acceptable.
Wait. So the MSX versions weren't acceptable? Or wait, those are in there, right?
Yeah, well, you talk about the acid and all that?
No, I'm talking about the original Metal Gear.
Yeah. Well, not the original, off the NES you talking about?
No, I'm talking about for the MSX.
Yes.
NES
Yeah. You should get this if you have a PlayStation.
Or PlayStation 3.
It'll work on the 4.
Which I don't. What?
I think it'll work on the 4. Maybe.
No, it's not backwards compatible.
There's no backwards compatibility.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know that. Oh, anyway. No, zombies in a Metal Gear game. What? You're gonna get in mechs and shoot zombies? I mean.
Now wait a minute. Are those gonna be zombies or the motherfuckers that you killed?
Here's the thing about that. I'll let you guys go on.
And they better not try to. Okay, because if you're gonna do this, then wrong fucking era of Metal Gear. Because if you're gonna create zombies, okay, then create Gray Fox or some shit like that. Don't create motherfuckers that we don't know that you may have killed or.
Well, see, the thing is this game, right? It's not in the. A lot of people mistake. It's not in the solid theories. It's just Metal Gear Survive.
Metal Gear Survive. I will survive. No. Go ahead, Reverend. You got something on your mind.
You know, the funny thing about the zombies thing and generic Gear zombies is that it's not the most insulting thing about that, because I was looking at the new trailer that they put out, and when I was seeing them doing the Fulton system where they were hitting up zombies and then taking them through wormholes, the first thing that came to my mind was like, if these guys are lost in another dimension by going through a fucking wormhole, but they've got access to the Fulton system, and the Fulton system shoots them through a wormhole, why don't motherfuckers just hook themselves up to that fucking balloon and go the fuck back home? Game's over. What the fuck am I doing here?
Do you think Konami is going to be able to explain that?
I don't fucking care. Okay,
the thing is who's the game director of this game?
Does it fucking matter?
That's the point.
It'll be a joke if Konami puts a Hideo Kojima game on.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
The point that I'm making is this: is that we don't know. We don't know. All we know is that Konami is publishing this. We don't know who the game director is. Huh?
Or
there's another thing I know that matters even more than that. I'm not buying this shit.
No, I'm not getting.
Oh, I'm not buying that shit either.
So it'll be funny if they put a Hideo Kojima game and they have a line going through that at the beginning credit.
I mean, no. The thing with Metal Gear, let's rewind a little bit and let's put this in perspective. It's kind of interesting that Kojima says this, not for the fact that he's saying everything that what everybody is thinking. All right, it's the fact that Kojima, you have a vampire in your fucking game. You have super psychics in your fucking game. You have witch doctors in your fucking game.
Fine, and all of that shit was explained.
But you're telling me that no zombies are fucking crosses.
Wait a minute. Look. Okay. Look.
Hey, wait. Reverend has a good point. That's a good point. Because you got these psycho guys. You got
Psycho Mantis.
Yeah,
Psycho Mantis, right? You got vampires.
Living.
Vampires aren't living.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not. They're dead.
Then what's Cain and Raziel?
Vampires are undead, man.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, undead is a lie.
I'm just saying. I mean, within
I understand that you're saying that you got these superficial beings in the Metal Gear franchise. You got motherfuckers that get their arms and legs chopped off and have limbs and ninjas and all kinds of shit. But zombies is where you draw the line. I understand where you're going there. I do. But at the same time, it's like, okay, this wasn't explained. This is not a special team. This is not Foxhound, where there are special experiments made them that way.
We don't know that. We don't know what that red crystal's in the skull about.
No, those are fucking dildos from Mars, stapled on these motherfuckers' foreheads.
No, and yeah, the where everything is set, if we're following some sort of timeline here for Metal Gear, is really fucking odd as far as the happenings go. But it's just
there's no continuity at all.
It's just really funny because Metal Gear has gone a far way out of Snake infiltrating outer heaven and taking out a military installation that had a walking tank capable of shooting nuclear armaments via a rail gun.
Well, on the Nintendo version, it was a computer.
No, the Metal Gear was
it was on the case. I know.
yeah, but in the end, you end up
on it.
Yeah, in the end, you end up taking out the computer. Okay, and that actually controls it. Okay, you don't actually fight the fucking Metal Gear. And you don't sit there and ultimately you don't sit there and act out as Reese from Terminator either. But it's just funny when I sit there and I put it in that sort of perspective. It's really funny because Kojima isn't exactly you sit there if you know his games and his creative vision for games, you know that it's really, really out there. Case in point, Death Stranding. At the same Tokyo Game Show, he was asked questions to go ahead and detail out things about Death Stranding. And the only definitive thing that he was able to go ahead and say is that you see those things dripping off the letters at the end of the trailer? Those aren't liquid. Those are, in fact, cords. And he wants to demonstrate that everything is connected. People are connected by these strands or these cords, including to concepts such as death, which is really funny because that sounds like a Will Smith movie that's soon to come out. But he sits there. He sat there, and when asked for details about the game, what genre he's going to be in, he said something that the game will be in an action genre that will be an open world with a degree of freedom. All right, and that basically he wants to demonstrate how players are connected by these strands, and that there might be some multiplayer, and there might be a playable female character.
Wait. And it's an open world game, but then you turn around and said you have some freedom.
Yeah.
Isn't that a contradiction in itself? That's
okay. Ocarina of Time, it was an open world, and you have some degree of freedom.
Ocarina of Time, you got a whole lot of freedom, dude.
If we remember when Kojima was asked about this game previously around E3 time, his answer to the questions of what's the game going to be like, he said it might be an action game, it might have RPG elements, it might have guns, it might not. In which case, he went out of his way to give a lot of non-details. And at Tokyo Game Show,
very vague about everything, just to keep it hidden.
This is one of those things where it's like, Kojima, what's in the game? Oh, well, you might play a character, you might not. But it might be a game where you kill things.
So all we know in the credits, it's just going to say a Hideo Kojima game.
At this moment in time, yes.
Didn't he go out of his way to explain the Kojima production icon?
Well, he said that it was pretty much the main character of the game in costume. That was, that pretty much kind of gives everybody something to look forward to. Oh, Norman Reedus is going to wear this badass fucking helmet. Somewhere along the line, he's going to end up in this fucking power armor. Or he might not. He might be wielding a gun, or he might not. I don't know. Maybe Norman Reedus isn't the main character.
At least he's not
a female character.
Well, at least the game's not being promised things like No Man's Sky and then not having them in the game.
Well, right now, the details that Hideo Kojima is saying, what his game is about and everything else, if somebody sits there and ends up, digging in the corner in some empty patch of land, and he sits there and he digs up, like a dime that's left over buried by some sort of fucking NPC, Hideo Kojima can realistically say, yeah, I stated that was going to be in the game, because you haven't stated what's in the fucking game.
The thing about it is, people are going to most likely pre-order and get this game anyway just because of Hideo Kojima alone. That's just my opinion on the matter. And I just think it's kind of funny that the vagueness is really what's going to sell the fucking game.
You know what? At this particular point in time, I cannot logically put any money down on pre-order.
Because it doesn't have Link in it?
Oh, God. No. Not that. I'm saying...
Yo, fuck you. Seriously. Anything that has Link in it, you'll put your money down. And he's on down the road to the fucking game store to get that shit. Don't fucking play us.
No.
And I'm not making fun of you for that either. I'm just stating the facts.
No, that ain't going to happen.
You just ignore the CDI versions because you never had a Philips CDI and you don't want a Philips CDI.
Who the fuck has a Philips CDI? That's a question.
I don't know anyone who's had one.
Anyway,
I have a 3DO. I had a Neo Geo once upon a time.
All right. It's kind of reel this back in, man. We went so far and left field.
No, we haven't.
But
we're talking about games that are vague and.
You fucking reference to this.
So, yeah.
What did you say?
visions of Michael Jackson playing the scarecrow in my head.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Michael Jackson playing.
No, because I said he's on down the road. I mentioned the wig. That's why Reverend is over there busting up laughing. Yes. You will go skipping down any fucking street in order to fucking get a Zelda. Whether you pre-ordered it or not, because it's Zelda. People will buy this game because of Hideo Kojima alone. Regardless of what it has. You have no information about the NX or the but you're gonna get Zelda on it. Zelda for the NX, regardless of how the NX is.
Well, we know how Zelda is.
That's my point. Hideo Kojima, you'll get it just because of Hideo Kojima. I mean, I'm not gonna stand in line. I'm not gonna get it. I'm gonna wait. Mateo, Chotto. I'm gonna wait, and then when the game I mean, thank goodness I didn't get No Man's Sky because I'm like, no, I'm not gonna get it just yet. I want to.
Yeah, no, a lot of people are.
I want to see if it actually lives up to what the expectations, and it didn't. And I'm like, I saved my money. So fuck that.
Here's the thing. Kojima, as it stands, I am happy he's making games. Because there are certain game experiences that you can expect out of Kojima, and they will only come from Kojima, no matter how far out in fucking left field they may be.
I mean, come on. Hideo Kojima was actually in fucking the Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker.
Yeah.
He was actually in that game.
And if you sit there, you talk to the people that your NPCs and the people that you recruit enough, especially the guys in R&D, if you stick them in there, they start talking about how Hideo Kojima is God, how Kojima is God.
That's
this
the
guy knows everything.
You have to stick him in the right place at your mother base in order for them to talk about him. Because you find him in one of those fucking Jeeps, and you automatically airlift him when you find him. Mr. Kojima. I'm like, this is what? Come on.
That's Kojima jacking off on your PSP screen in front of everybody saying, hey, look, this is me.
It's fucked up that, okay. Metal Gear survived, man. No, not looking forward to that. And then the fucking handprint game. I gotta see how that is when that shit comes out, dude. Because I don't want the vision of motherfuckers feeling on me while I'm playing something. No, dude. No. All right. No. Love you, Kojima. You love your game shit, but you're gonna have to do more in order to get me interested.
I think I can speak for all of us where you know what, right now, at this moment in time, like I said before, Kojima, the only one detail that Kojima gave everybody that's actually solid and concrete was that he told everybody that he is building the engine from scratch. Now, if this is anything like the Fox engine, which he built starting with the PS3 that ended up on the PS4, that took him like almost 5 fucking years to build. So really, we're not going to see anything from Kojima concretely probably until around 2018 or 2019. So anything that Kojima throws around right now, I don't want him to be like Peter Molyneux when it comes to like God games and promising everybody the stars and then giving people a slice of Australia as a consolation prize. It's Kojima he's got a lot of ideas and a lot of things that he works with, but right now there's really anything that he gives out is really speculation, because when he finally finishes up the game engine and he comes to the point where he's going to release this thing out, it's going to change. It's going to change. Yeah. It always happens with any developer and any big project. Whatever he envisions right now, it's going to change. Whether or not that's 2018, 2019, or 2020, possibly on the PS5. Or, I'm sorry, that's right. This generation isn't going to end. It's going to be on the PS4 Pro version 3. That anything that he gives out right now is just it's something to fill up time. And I love him for being frank and being honest. But right now, even Kojima doesn't know exactly what this game is going to end up being.
What is this game? I don't know. What are you playing? I don't know. It's just a Kojima game. I don't know. Are you having fun? I don't know. It's just a Kojima game. I don't know.
Great Mouse. Any last thoughts on this, sir?
So this game will come out during Bloodstain, right? Around that time.
To rival with some more anti-Konami shit.
I don't know. You know what? If Team Ico announces another game, it'll be neck and neck with that.
No. The Last Guardian is it.
But yeah. Alrighty. With that, folks, thank you for spending the last few minutes with us all the way up until the end. I know things got really, really silly in a moment there. We're just easing on down that road. Yep. We are the middle-aged guys. We bullshit about nothing.
Never fails.
Yep. Our bullshit that never fails ends here. I am the Reverend.
The theme here.
Gray Mouse 1.
Once again, for the benefits of common sense, logic, and easing down the road. Skipping down the street and buying games just because it says a developer's name on it. Or because of the title of the fucking game. I'm not comfortable with games with handprints. Just not. Or with red dildos unicorning out of motherfuckers. No. Fuck that. Credits.
You know what? I'm waiting for Kojima to go ahead and release his take on the Wizard of Oz.
No. How would that be?
I don't know. Maybe he'd get Norman Reedus to play the Cowardly Lion.
No. What? He's looking for fucking courage?
Yeah. You know? Because he lost a baby that turned into tar and left him with handprints all over his fucking ass.
Should he be looking for a motherfucking brain at that fucking instance?
No, that's where the NPC Kojima comes in.
And who's looking for a heart?
The straw man.
No. Let's see here. That would probably be Raiden. He's looking for what?
You said Raiden?
Yeah.
Damn. No, Link is looking for hearts. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and he got lost on the CDI looking for him too.
Those games do not fucking exist.